going on, everybody? I see some familiar faces in the chat. How's it going, Leo? How's it going, Smoky Dan? Let's hope this works. Didn't test it. How is everybody doing? Everyone having a good Wednesday? I hope so. I am gonna get this set up. Sorry, should have done this beforehand, but you know, power's not smart. As proven, because we sold today at like 7 cents? 7 or 8 cents today. So, as proven, we're not very smart. So, how's everybody doing? Check this. Perfect. So yeah, this is what we're gonna mostly talk about. What the heck is this? It literally just jumps. Like, it was quick. Like, in the span of 3 hours, it jumped. Well, let's just say in the span of 6 hours, it jumped from like 6 cents, like it over doubled. So this coin is doing insane things. Crazy things, to be honest with you. It's insane. How does everybody feel about this? Because I know how I have feelings about it. Interest. I've never seen a coin do this. At least for a while. Because, like, we're talking, it's only been listed for 2 days. In 48 hours, let alone it took a huge dump from 20 cents. Yeah, that's exactly right, Smokey Dan. Like, we sold like 4,000. I think it was around 6 or 7 cents today. Yeah, it is, Bobby. KLS. That is a very easy wording to put it. Is it's on fire. In the last 24 hours, it's gone up 160%. 10,000. Jeez, man, you're doing good then. Wow. 3x. Now, I am going to be honest, personal opinion and personal opinion only. I don't think it will stay up this high. It's going to crash hard very soon. Like, it's... Automatic Beats, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, that's crazy. Are you, Bobby, if you don't mind me asking, $10,000 worth or 10,000, like, coins? Because those are two different numbers. I'd imagine it's $10,000 worth by the looks of it. That's crazy. You're gonna do some good things. But yeah, so like we really break this down. Like from 1800, like in 3 hours, it went from 7 to 12. Like, I mean, it's doing things that I've never seen. Jesus. Really, Bobby. Here's the thing. It's built on a kaspa algorithm, right? So, here's the thing. Carlson is the first fork of kaspa, but the thing is, though, is Carlson isn't allowing asics. That's crazy. Like, it's just, yeah, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, and also, the network's gonna eventually not be able to handle the hash rate it has. That's just a guaranteed. Because, I mean, when it was put on hashrate.no, within hours, it was already up to 200 terahash, like, extra, that just having it on hashrate.no added. Yeah, well, Casper was kind of a different story. This is taking a lot of drag off of Casper because it is such a profitable coin. But the thing is, as more terahash gets online of this coin, it's going to become severely less profitable. And, you know, in personal opinion, I think it's going to take a huge crash because there's so much hype around the coin right now. That's what's keeping it going. But it could very well take a dump. And I mean, it could take a dump. That's why we actually sold today at, I mean, I hate to say it, like 6 cents. As it would be nice, but I can understand it, but I don't understand it. Like, because you think about it, Casville, when they got asics, it made it crazy. But the thing is, though, is also having asics on their network, it also made it so GPUs aren't unprofitable. And Carlson kind of wants this to be a GPU only coin. So it's interesting how it's going to work. Yeah. But I mean, personally, I don't think it's going to, like, there's so much hype around the coin that everybody's buying in, but it's going to soon take a dump because I know people, well, I have a friend that knows that somebody has millions of coins. Like, I mean, they had a full-on mining farm, like, big mining farm in, like, Russia that was literally focused on Carlson. They mined a load of coins. Like, I think every day, like, they were mining a load of coins. So it only takes for a couple people to start dumping a couple million coins, and this price is gonna go. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. It's just there's a lot of demand for it right now, and that's why the price is up. But once people start selling off what they have because of the price, it's gonna go down. It's hard to say automatic beats. It'd be nice. We sold out a lot of our cars, and I think we sold like 4K today. But I mean, it sucks that we sold out. But as me and my friend looked at it, we were like, you know, we kind of needed some of the profits for something that I don't want to say just yet. But we said we could hold this, and it could go to 0, or we can sell now, say, hey, we made some good money, and say, hey, we're done. Was it a stupid idea? Well, now looking back at it, yes. But what happens if this price went to 1 cent instead of at 6 cents? Like, you know, I mean, Bobby, you know, you're up 3x. You're not doing too bad. If it was my money, I'd be taking that money and putting it into hardware before the bull run, because you got to remember, the bull run's gonna probably start around April-ish. You know, it could be a little before April, it could be a little after April, but it's gonna be sometime around the April time frame. Here's the thing, though. The coin could very well go to 0. That's the thing. You gotta remember. You know, a coin like this could very well go to 0 like that. We've seen the volatility of it. You know, there was a day where we sold for 2.5 cents. The next day was 5 cents. But then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna hold it for 5 cents," and it sold you know, then it plummeted back down to 2 cents, and we were like, well, shit. You know, we also did put some money into some other things. That's why we did sell the 4,000 KLS, because we did we are purchasing some things that we do need for around the mid-May to late May time frame. Okay, that's smart, Bobby. Alright, that makes sense. If you took out your initial investment, then I understand that. I remember when it was like 50 to 80 giga. I think we got onto it around, I mean, my friend was on it earlier than me by like a day or so, but I think I joined in around 2.5 terahash, 2.5, 5 terahash area, like around there, and it was nice the first couple days because we were just like boom, boom, boom coinage, but now it's like barely doing what it should be on our X cards. That's what I'm using to mine it. We're profitable on it still, just not as much as it was eventually. So we're still profitable. So we're gonna look at, you know, keep mining this, but we are gonna be starting to look for another project to move the mining onto, because it's just getting to a point where there's too much hash rate, and really it's hard with a lot of hash rate to be able to make coins. So, but I mean, this is just what we were here to talk about, like KLS in general. Like, there is a viewer calling. If you do want to join the StreamYard, you can click it. There's terahash. Thought it was, no, it's in the terahash, man. Like, it's 200. It's like 300 some terahash. If we go here and look, 310 terahash is the network hash rate. And I mean, that's 300. I mean, that's about 250 terahash since yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. Like, I'd say around 24 hours, it gained 250 terahash on the network. I don't know if it's added onto here yet. Let's look, because we can actually see. Aha, it is. Sweet. So we can actually see where a lot of the hash rate is. Ah, hero miners. Interesting. So if we go here to hero miners, let's just check here, because I'm actually curious to see. Change that to gigahash. So we have about 10 gigahash. So that's roughly what we would be making. Don't sell your home. But it is hard to guesstimate this sort of thing. But we also, you gotta remember too, like, if you don't sell, you could royally get yourself screwed over. But if you also don't take out what you can do, then you're also gonna be in that position of, well, crap. What did I do? Like, it's one of those deals that it's like, what can I do? Because you don't want to be in the position where it's, you know, you don't want to be in a position where you're like, well, shit. If it's only GPU mineable, it will even itself off, and the price moves to the upside over time. This is how you're mining. No, it won't. It really won't. The hash rate, there's so much hype about the coin that just everybody's on it, and it's hard to say. So I personally think that KLS is, we might see, it might be here till the end of December, but I think after December, you're going to see people focus not so much on Carlson. You're going to see people more focus on LTC, Dogecoin, Flux. I mine a lot of Flux. I have a fair bag of Flux. I don't have a lot, but I have a little bit. LTC, Dogecoin, kaspa. People are going to still be mining kaspa because of the asics. No matter what you say, people are going to have a huge bag of kaspa, because we got to remember, after December, we have about 4 months until we could possibly be in a bull run. Or, very well, early stages of a bull run. So you gotta remember that, like, Carlson I don't think is gonna be a bull run coin, as it is the bull run right now. It is a miniature bull run around the around the coin right now. I just don't think you'll see it be profitable for long. That's just how I feel about it. I could be wrong, but you know, you gotta think about it. I mean, for example, this person has, the top person on Hero Miners has 3 terahash. They're making, you know, $4,800 USD a day. Or every month they're making $144,000. Yes, it does. So, from what I've understand from my friend telling me, Carlson is based on kaspa, except it's 1/10 of what kaspa was. Exactly. You look at the value of kaspa. Like, kaspa is going to be much more profitable just because it's asic. You can mine it with an asic. You can do stuff with it. But if you think about, like, kaspa, let's just look at it. There was a massive moon in kaspa. But the thing is, when they started releasing asics, like, you look at this over time. Like, it did a little bit of things, 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 went way up. But now you look at it, it's just mooning and mooning and mooning. You gotta think of it. Like, let me just look here for a second. You know, if you got 2 million capital, let's just say. My friend had a lot. I mean, you're sitting on a pretty good sized bag of caspers. I mean, like, to me, personally, I probably would sell a little bit of that casper right now and buy hardware. Because you gotta think, right now, you need, at least for me, I'd be buying as much hardware as I can get my hands on right now. Because you think in the next couple months, hardware prices are going to start going up. It's proven in bull runs that hardware prices do go up for GPUs, even ASICs. Last bull run, S19s were 10 times the price. And, you know, different things like that. You know, I am affiliated with a couple companies. Well, this one you can actually use a website on. I am affiliate with them, so if you are interested in a KS3M or KS1, you can actually use a code PMC. It will save you 2% at checkout. So, just so you can see it, KS3, Ice River KS3, add to cart, view cart, enter promo code. If you do code PMC, see, you'll save yourself a little bit of money. So, yeah. So, the thing is, though, is the hard part is with a miner and a hodler is you can buy the coin, you can sell the coin, right? But in mining, you actually have the chance to make money off of a non-initial investment. And you also got to get... Okay. So, at least for me, I always want to be a miner. You know, it's fun. And the thing is when you're also mining, you're also more profitable than, you know, you have... How do I say it? You have a lot of risk, but once that risk is paid off, you have zero risk. If that makes sense. So, if you're mining, and let's say you paid off your $20,000 ASIC, he's a miner. Dan mines. But, yeah, exactly, broski. Once the ASIC is paid off, your initial investment is the power, and then you make a ton of profit. So, for example, if you look at a Bitmain KS3, it's profitable by $250 Canadian at a standard US residential rate. Like, about 12 to 13 cents USD is the power rate that I have, and you know, you're still making $250 in passive income every day from that ASIC, even paying the power company. So if you're looking at that, you know, if you've made a lot of money in hodling and buying and hodling, you have way more risk in buying and hodling than you do buying machine and mining, because a lot of people will actually take a credit on the machine. Yeah, but the thing is though, is if you go into a coin with 10 or 20 grand, you know, like Casper, you don't want to buy Casper right now. You just don't. It's, you know, a very high price. Like, people are selling their Casper because it's such a high price. But if you're able to mine it, you have passive income daily. You have $250 every day that you're getting for nothing. Like, you know, yeah, it's a $20,000 or $30,000 machine, but it's passive. You plug it in, you plug an internet cord, and you pay your power bill, and you're getting $250 in kaspa a day free. You can even put it onto you can put it onto unmineable, and you can actually exchange that into BTC. That's possible. If that suits you, you can do a lot more things with an ASIC than just buying and selling. Because here's what, as I always say to people, I'm like, if you're just buying and selling the coin, how does the blockchain move? Because a miner helps actually move the blockchain. They are the ones that make your transactions go through. They're the ones that help make the blockchain move. If you just keep buying and selling the coin, that doesn't help the physical value of a miner to help make that blockchain move. Well, here's the thing, though. You got to remember, Bitcoin came out in 2009, right? If we go back and look at it, right? I forget, is this in Canadian or US? US, okay, good. If we go into here, if we go in to look at Bitcoin, right? It was 2013, it was around the $100 mark, right? But we got to remember, too, you know, 2013, there's not as many techie people as there was, right? There was people that were into early Bitcoin and stuff. But the thing is, a lot of early Bitcoin was lost. And you got to think, too, you know, back then, you were able to make 50 or 25 Bitcoin, you know, a day mining. Now, you know, it's a lot of work to make a Bitcoin. Like, it's a lot of energy, a lot of cost into it. And it's not as easy. You need a lot more hardware. It's a lot more technically advanced hardware that you need. And also, it's becoming more of a globally exchanged, you know, no, there's actually countries that recognize Bitcoin as their currency. So you got to think about that too. You got to take that into account. So at the time, it's just like the guy that spent 10,000 Bitcoin on a pizza. That is what it was worth at the time. Exactly. So you got to think too. Like, you have, if you want to, you can spend $10,000 on a coin. Go ahead. But you're not going to help move the blockchain for it. And if you can't move the blockchain for it, then what's good at buying a coin that, if when you go to sell it, there's no one there to validate the transaction to sell? That's just how crypto works. It works off of blockchain. But Carlson isn't really a coin. It is a coin, but it's an altcoin. And I also have some intel on a new coin that's coming from kaspa that is going to absolutely blow Carlson out of the water. It's going to be much more valuable, much more user-friendly. It's going to have a lot more options. It's actually going to offer different. But without guys like me and miner can't sell. Well, technically they can, because people are going to use it too. People are going to use the coin. People are going to want to buy it to have a little bit of it. But what I'm saying, though, is if, you know, especially going into a bull run, as my grandfather was showing me, you let your money work for you, right? You have, I'm going to say it, you know, you have over 2 million kaspa, you have $280,000. You can make let your money work for you. Like, if you bought 10 of those machines, or let's say 5 of those machines, you could, in theory, be making $1,250 a day passive. Doing nothing. Just sitting at home and letting them run. Like, I'm never gonna, if I can sell a coin, be profitable, and then take that money and buy more hardware, more efficient hardware, more of it, to produce more coins and have more versatility, because, like, I only have 2 rigs. I am mining KLS, but I probably won't be mining it for too much longer. Like, I probably won't be mining it for too much longer, just due to the simple fact is it's starting to get it's not getting as profitable. It's not as profitable as it was when we started. Still a little profitable, but we're going to start looking for other projects, so when the day comes, we're not scrambling to try to find a new project. Like, me and my friend today sold 4,000 KLS, but it was at 6 cents, and we were like, well, it could moon, or it could dump. But we still made money. And I understand if you're in a condo, because then you have to pay a company to host it and stuff like that, so. But my goal for the bull run is, currently I'm running everything in my bedroom, so my grandfather has a building that I ran in for a couple of months. If you go back in previous videos, you can watch it. We do have a couple more GPUs coming. And I also, today, we got some more equipment. So the goal is to pay off the equipment, because technically we worked out a deal with the supplier to do 4 payments, and then they'll transfer it, like they'll send it. So that's about 1,000 US. It'd be nice to just have it dealt with and shit, but hey, gotta work with what you got. And then we're gonna be running hopefully everything down in the facility you see in the videos from this summer. So, and then we're gonna need to spend about another 1,000 Canadian to get the other gear for it. So realistically, we're looking at 2,500 Canadian before mid-April. So that's gonna be kind of the goal that I'd like to get. Yeah. If you don't got the people to complain about the noise, and you got the space and you got the power, do it. I agree. That makes sense. Now that you're in a condo, I don't think your neighbors would like the asic sound. Now, a KS0, which is this little guy, the black thing, they make a KS0 Pro. It makes no noise. It's like 100 watts, and it makes fast income. It doesn't make as much, but still kind of neat to have. And then this is an HS box, and then this is my duck that guards. It safeguards everything. He's rich duck. He's the crypto duck. But you know, yeah. But Now, here's a question for everybody in chat. Do you think that it will be possible? Now, I do have donation, and I'm not trying to plug anything. I do have donation links if anyone does want to donate. But do you think it'll be possible by the middle of April to have between me and my friend, to have 2,500 Canadian made to do everything? Do you think it'll be possible? Between YouTube donations, stuff like that, mining the crypto, and, other ways of making money, trading, getting paid from work, different stuff like that. Do you think it'll be possible? Actually, wait a minute. I can do this. There should be a way to make a poll. Dumb thing. Work with it. I need to do something. Red. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. PowerMind is screwing things up again. I seriously need to look into a stream deck, but you know what? I got other things that are a little bit more important to buy. Like paying off the stuff that we're working on trying to get. But yeah, so if you do want to support the channel, there's donation links and all that sort of good stuff. You can also use my code at Coastal Crypto site. Hello, where's my frickin'... There it is. Good grief. Lost the cursor. But yeah, so if you do want to use my code at Coastal Crypto, it does help. I do get a small percentage of the code, but helps out, helps you out, helps me out, helps everybody out. Crypto, YouTube, and other social platforms do well when there is a lot of talk about crypto, as well as during bull-runs. Yeah. But, the thing is, we have somebody we need to pay, like, 1,000 US, it's like 1,000 Canadian for, some hardware, and then, it's not mostly hardware, it's actually just, like, miscellaneous things that we have that we actually need it. Here's a hint. A lot of steel, that's coming from China. And then, just other tech, like server racks, Cat5 connectors, different stuff like that, so women. And also, I will tell you, there is some talks about said friend coming to Canada for a couple of weeks, so you might get some videos of that in May. But, it's be an interesting time. We'll have to see what happens. But, and if anybody did ever, because I did have somebody once message me about a crypto address. If you do want that, just I do have a Discord. It's in the description. Just message me through Discord and I'll get it to you. So this is actually what I'm running here. This is my farm. I know that GPU is a little toasty. You know what that calls for? Open the window. What perks of living in Canada? The AC is right outside my bedroom window. So, perks. The small perks in life. But yeah, so this is roughly what we're running, but does anybody have any other questions for me? Actually curious here. 2,500 USD. 31,000. That's actually kind of funny. 31313. That's actually kind of neat. It's actually kind of funny. So we'd have to mine 31,000, well, 31,500 KLS. Wonder how much kaspa that would be. That'd be interesting to find out. Oh, kaspa, where are you? There you are. If we go to here and do 2500, oh shoot, wrong numbers, 500. So that'd be 18,100. It'd be like 18,000. So it'd be 18,100 kaspa. That's nice. So it's a lot of coin. Now, you know what? We very well could have done that if it wasn't for the hash rate going up. So, first things first, we're hoping, because we have still 15 GPUs on the way, our X cards. We have 2 more 1660 Ti's on the way. And I will just tell you, the thing that we're trying to finish paying for is 24 G open mining frames. And some stacking hardware. So, I'd like to look into getting an asic before the bull run. Don't think that's going to be possible, but you never know. You might get a channel sponsor. You never know. But I'm definitely hoping to go into the new facility. Well, into the facility. Again, because I'm just going to have so much hardware, it's not even going to fit in my bedroom, so, yeah. But now, here's a question for the actual you guys in the stream. What would you like to see in the new year? Like, content-wise. What would you like to see? Oh yeah, and then this here is my SIA coin, so I have a small bag of it. Now see, it's just dumping like a boat. Nice, very nice. Oh shit, that's 90 cents. Oops, put a zero in front of that. Can power mines actually do things, right? Yeah. So, there's definitely a lot we have to do. I will agree, to make it all happen. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you as the viewers want to see for content coming in the new year. Sorry, gotta check the channel. Okay. Because I would imagine that there's some people that want to see certain things on the channel, and I'd like to provide that. You know, I'd like to know what you, the viewers, want to see me do. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I always did want to tear apart one of those L3s. So we might look at doing that, doing an all black L3 with green or something. Maybe we'll do that soon. Maybe we'll actually do a teardown video of an L3. Would that be something that you guys would all be interested in? I don't know how it would work, but we'll turn it into a giant ass green lollipop. Black fans, green housing. Do some crazy banana stuff. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%, I agree with you. Here, Smoky Dan. No. Oh, coin's back up. But we'll definitely have to see what we can work on. But definitely have to mine a lot of KLS. Actually, I'm curious here, actually, for a second. Ah, nuts. I close that out. Shoot, Hero, miners. I'm actually curious. I want to check something. So, Carlson, gigahash. If you're doing 100 gigahash, this little box here can do $140 a day. Shh. I have to figure something out. Shh. But yeah, that would be insane. Actually, I'm curious to do some here, and I know this sounds pathetic. If we go in 300 terahash, which is the network, daily there's $420,000 going out in KLS. That's a pretty penny. So yeah, if you could figure out how to get one of these on KLS, please let me know. Private message me. Because, yeah, I like to have heard of that. So, alrighty. If there's no more questions, I think that's where we'll kind of wrap up. Actually, I want to look up some KS0 Carlson. Yeah. I don't have the Pro. I only have the normal. And it's not even mine, it's my friend's, so. But we'll have to see, because that'd be neat. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. We'll check the Pro. Yeah. So, put it this way. If I had a KS0 Pro, in a week and a half, I could make the money I need. If we mine KLS. That'd be insane. That would just be nuts. And I shouldn't say it's me that needs the money. It's me and my friend shared. That's not bad. That's not bad, Smokey Dan. That isn't too bad. Let me actually do this for you. If you have 6 gigahash, you'd be doing about 60 USD a week. But, I mean, at 10, I mean, you're really not making that much. Like, 400 bucks a month. It's not as good as it was. And I have to just be honest and say that. Like, I cannot just say, oh no, it's fine. It's a great thing to mine. But, I think you would get more than that. I think you'd get more than 6 gigahash. I truly think you would. Cause, let me just check here. Oh, it's this rig. 3060, getting about 550 megahash. The 60, yeah. So this TI is getting that, and the 3060 is getting that. So you have 3060 12 gigs, you'll be getting 5. Just in those alone, you'll be getting 3 gigahash. Maybe. You'll be close. But now we can definitely go look for GPUs. Interesting. I'll have to look into that one maybe. Wow, that's actually pretty good there, Smokey Dan. But that's a week, you gotta remember too. So But, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good, but it's just not as good as it was, and that's the sucky part. Actually, let's see. Ending soonest. That's not bad. Not a lot per month, but better than nothing, I guess. Someone today was trying to sell a GPU, and I was looking at it, and they were like, my GPU is mined only Bitcoin. And I'm like, no, it hasn't, because you can't mine Bitcoin on a GPU. And they said, well, I should be selling it for more because it's mined more coins. I'm like, he must be high as a kite. And then he wanted 380 Canadian for a 2080 Super that was mined on. And then he tried saying, oh, I'm up the price to 400 when I made him an offer. I'm like, whatever, fuck off. So, yeah, that's how that went. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I was about to say, good dragon, my buddy. Literal nuthead. I just shook my head, like, literally, like, huh? Excuse me? Like, what are you smoking? Yeah, no, this is 380 Canadian. And that's what I was telling him. I'm like, you can get way better stuff than that for that price. I literally just shook my head. I mean, like, what else could you do in that scenario? Yeah, exactly. So I pretty much just told the guy, whatever. Like, I've been just trying to tell the guy, like, I'm like, if you want the cash, call me. Or message me, or text me, or whatever, I just don't care. But I ain't playing his, I didn't want to play around with his stupid games. I mean, that was just baloney. But we'll have to see what happens then. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 2080 Super. And so it's an 8 gig, so it's just I mean, excuse me. It's a mined on card. The guy literally said, "Oh yeah, it's only been used for mine Bitcoin." Like, I don't know if he was joking or just being a psychopathic idiot, or he was high as a kite. Perks of weed being legal in Canada, right? People are freaking delusional in the brain.